Right, this is Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor. I'm back at y'all again. I'm here to speak about a lot of the people who's in opposition to the implications of the military that I'm trying to initiate as far as it being the root to the economic stability and safeguard for us as black people. The thing is this right here. We can sit here and talk about the pyramids for another 200 years. We could talk about our civilizations being older than any other civilization for another 1,000 years. But how is that going to get us any further as far as our economic structure and our freedom? Because we can't keep on marching for freedom. We can't keep on begging for freedom. You get what I'm saying? So the thing is this right here. We will have to stand up as a people now and come together as far as the vibrational frequency when it comes to military. Because a lot of people trying to use paperwork again. A lot of people want to use economics without safeguard, but we need to implement something that will give us structure when we set these type of, these adversaries up. So the thing is this right here, our people are suffering from a lack of esteem, and we would do anything, or we would connect any title to our name to actually put us out front to make somebody else happy, mainly the oppressor. Because believe it or not, you got a lot of conscious people, so-called conscious people in the black community that's still pushing to make their slave master happy. And that's not good. So we're going to have to weed out. Can we come together and unite under one umbrella? I don't think so. Why do I say that? I say that because of this. Everybody has an organization or some type of religion where they have their own beliefs and structures. So if you got somebody in Christianity who say, well, we love the white man and all of us is together, how can you take a mindset like that and put it within the jurisdiction of somebody who see the white man as being an enemy? You see, I'm not about disunifying them, but how can we do that though? Because that right there is a call for infiltration. You get what I'm saying? So the thing is, military must be number one. That's power. If you don't have power, you don't have anything. It's just like people think money is everything, but the time overpowers the money. Why? Because without time, you can't make money, right? So it's a scientific strategy that you must use, because you have within the economic structure also psychology. And depending on the economic structure, psychological movement or platform, it depends whether it can stand or not. When you look at the white man has a psychological platform. And the psychological platform is study the minds of the people to keep them subdued within their economic structure. It ain't just that we just waking up every day and going to work for the white man. They planned this system. They planned these moralities against us and made us adopt something that was hybrid or processed to who we are, which is not natural. You get what I'm saying? All these black motherfuckers want to go into New York, into Cali, and set up their organizations and say, well, you know what? The pyramid this, the Olmecs did this. Fine, we already know that we're the oldest people. I think we already know that. That's getting kind of old now. So it's time to now graduate into something else, because we don't need to keep having meetings where we're talking about us being the oldest civilizations, or us building the pyramids, or us building the Sphinx, or our ancestors. What are we going to do now? Are we going to sit back and keep talking about something that happened 5,000 years ago while our kids are being shot down? Because we can't use any of that literature to help us today to protect our children. There's nothing wrong with that. We can use that after we conquer the things that we come to get. But at the same time, we have to focus on the now. We have to put everything in order. So, because if you're running a movement without ordinance, then it's not a movement. It can be infiltrated at any time. A lot of people look at me and say, oh, you know what? Well, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get shot down. America got the biggest military. They could drop bombs on you right now. It ain't even about that. It ain't even about that. What if you can create chemicals, right? And this is chemical engineering. What if I say you can create chemicals, right? The same thing the government doing to us, where I can sit a white person in the room and a black person in the room, and I spray these chemicals off, and then only attack the immune system of that white person. It ain't all about the bombs. Silent war is the best war. Why do I say that? Here's my proof. Black people ain't dying just from cops shooting them down. High blood pressure, diabetes, and cancer. Silent wars. They put chemicals in the food that create the cancer, that create the high blood pressure. So they're killing us by way of chemical engineering, which initiates silent wars. So we're gonna have to step up our game, because it ain't all about the guns and missiles. Yeah, we need that. We need that. But at the same time, It's other things too that we can implement within our structure for defense to be able to attack those who you see as being superior. How you say you black and conscious and you built the oldest civilization, but yeah, you coming against me, your own brother, to say that, well, I wouldn't do that because they got the largest military. I don't give a fuck. Farrakhan got the largest military as far as organization, but that ain't stopped me from saying what I said to him. I don't give a fuck. I'm not the type of person that's gonna sit back and say, okay, well, because they got this, numbers don't matter. It's the quality of the mind. I can have 3 people with me that's rolling with me that got quality, which means more values, versus 10 people who don't have, you know what I mean, versus somebody who got quantity but don't have quality. So the thing is, it's time for us to wake up. Like I said, if the United States of Africa is a structure that I set up as a movement, and a lot of people say, well, you know what, well, I want to sit back and watch this. It's fine, it's cool, I get calls throughout the day. If you don't trust me, I don't have an agenda against my people. I'm not here to be a leader to nobody. So the thing is, if you don't trust me, I'm asking for every black person, whether you're Hebrew Israelite, whether you're Christian, whether you're Muslim, start setting up police states in your community. Get 20 people in the community that's strapped and armed. So when the police come into your community and shoot down a child, think about it. They're gonna have to answer to y'all 20. Even if it's 15 of you. Think about it. All 15 of y'all armed. The police come in, they shoot down one of our black kids in the community. Then you respond. Run their ass right up out of there. We're going to have to sacrifice. We're going to have to make them think, you know what, we ain't going back into this community because police officers are known for getting shot down when we go into these communities. That's all I'm saying. Think about that. Think about it. You got one project. You get what I'm saying? With 300 people living there. You mean to tell me you can't get 40 people up, but you mean to tell me you can get that whole project up on a Friday to get to a club, to shake their ass, and then come home, and then fighting each other and killing each other, but you can't get 40 or 50 people together in that same neighborhood or project to come together and say, you know what, we're going to police our own community, and everybody set up their own schedules, where this person go out, these 20 people go out at this time, to make sure that the kids get up on the bus safe, where the police not shooting them down. You get what I'm saying? We will have to be able to do that. You don't even have to form a military. Think about it in all the black low-income neighborhoods, the projects. Just get 20 or 30 people. Start organizing 20 or 30 people and arming yourself. People say, well, I'm a felon. Fuck that. Fuck that. It ain't even about that. That's an illusion. That's how they get you, to disarm you. They sending felons into the military, and it's okay. So it's okay for you to do it here. Start setting up your own structure. Start making your own laws, your own rules. You have to start policing your own, be your own mayor, be your own governor for your own community. Because we need that. That's what we need. So without further ado, like I said, we can't keep talking about, you know what I mean, we built the pyramids, and that's good. We can talk about the Dogon tribe, we can talk about the Yorubas, we can talk about Osiris. It's fine, that's fine and dandy. But everything has a time and place to be talked about. And we can't talk about history during war. There's a war going on right now. So you talking about history during war, it's not going to help us. Because they still going to shoot you down with the knowledge that you got in your fucking head. So it's not about me being against that. You get what I'm saying? We can talk about kemetic all day. We can have kemetic conferences. We can do all that shit all day. But at the same time, when we leave these buildings, all we're doing is selling books, selling this, selling that. That's fine. That's good. You get what I'm saying? I got books. I sell books. Shit, hell, I give away 50 books free every week. Because I know that planting a seed will be able to wake somebody else up. That right there, giving away free literature, free knowledge, is actually making an investment. That's an investment. So, you know what I mean? It's not to say that we don't need to sit down and talk about history. History is our root, correct, indeed. But as I said, we can learn all the history we want, but we at war. That's like us sitting in the battlefield, and you got motherfuckers coming in there shooting us, and we sitting down reading books. All right? We need to know when it's time for war and when it's not time for war. We are in a warfare right now, spiritually, mentally, and physically, whether you want to accept it or not. Religion is not going to do it. Talking about kemetic is not going to do it. Talking about the pyramids is not going to do it. We can have that. We can alleviate with that within the structure at a certain time when we get rid of the people who are suppressing us and oppressing us in our communities, but this is not the time. We can throw it in here and there. Our kids need to know it. But at the end of the day, it's about sacrifice. We have to shoot back. Start policing your neighborhood. To everybody that's watching this video, get 20 or 30 people in your community. Come together, get some uniforms. Come up with your own codes. And when the cops come through and they shooting at your kids, you shoot back at them motherfuckers. Simple as that. It's no holds barred. It's time now. We see that the justice system gives us no justice. You understand what I'm saying? We see that the legislation and the laws that they pass gives us no justice. We see that the educational system that's bringing our kids up is not giving them any justice when it comes to being able to know who they are and being able to create their own economic structure. We see that. So now it's time for us to start building. I ain't saying, as a matter of fact, and to those people with the paperwork, keep doing your paperwork, but do paperwork within your own structure. Start making yourself sovereign. Stop begging for sovereignty. I'm with you. You get what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with it. But at the end of the day, man, I just want to stop by, give this to y'all. I love y'all. This is Black Science TV 111. Osei Kufuor. I'm out. Peace.